Hey everyone. I figured I'd make some kind of like comprehensive video about the current abortion laws that are coming into place right now. I think it's very important to be aware as this is affecting half of the population in several states. So I wanted to make this disclaimer real quick. All views are mine and do not reflect any of the companies I write for. So you might have heard about the abortion laws states seem to be churning out the past couple of months. And if you haven't heard, then you're probably confused why people are dressed up like Offred from The Handmaid's Tale. So the sudden surge of abortion restrictions are a result of this asshole appointing this asshole to the Supreme Court. Pro-life advocates rallied under the belief that Brett Kavanaugh's appointment would shift the Supreme Court to the right and repeal Roe v. Wade. However, Kavanaugh's a little iffy on whether he'd actually do it. Roe v. Wade is a landmark decision from 1973 which established abortion as a constitutional right, which means states cannot flat out ban abortions, but individual states can restrict them. As I am speaking, state legislations are chipping away at reproductive rights. Just this week, Alabama passed the strictest abortion ban in the nation, providing exemptions only in cases that would result in death. I mean, at least they stopped at that. Even Tory Lemmings took to Twitter to denounce the bill. Tammy laryngitis. All I'm saying is if Toby Lupus, the queen of Fox fucking News, says, hey, this might be a little too misogynistic, then we're in some deep shit. Now, I do want to dispel some myths that are floating around Twitter. Someone said that Alabama's law would make abortions a felony. Felons can't vote, therefore disenfranchising everyone who has chosen to have an abortion. While some of this is true, most of it is just a conspiracy. The law does not actually criminalize the person having the abortion. It criminalizes the healthcare provider. So you are not going to be thrown in jail for having an abortion, but your doctor might. Wait a minute. Didn't they also punish doctors in Handmaid's Tale? I wonder if the authors of the bill thought about the repercussions of putting medical professionals in prison. So aside from Alabama, we have a shit ton of states that are pushing for the heartbeat bill, which would ban pregnancy once a fetal heartbeat is detected. This could be as soon as 6 weeks, long before anyone would even know they were pregnant. Here's a list of states that have passed or are trying to pass the heartbeat bill. So Florida and Texas both saw similar bills, but they killed it like abortions kill babies. I feel like it's a good indicator of how fucked up our country is if Florida and Texas are the leading states of the pro-choice movement. I'm stressed. Now, with all of that being said, there are some good news. Some states are actually having a hard time enforcing them. In fact, Kentucky and Utah both passed abortion bans this year, but both measures were stopped by a federal judge. Just because the bill was made into law does not mean it's constitutional. And unless the Supreme Court actually overturns Roe v. Wade, abortions remain a human right. And as for the sex strikes going on, who's fucking conservative men these days? Thank you all for watching. I hope it was super informative. So the sources are going to be available down there. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and let me know if I got anything wrong.